What is up, Vapesters? Welcome back. I am Rob, the UK Vapester, and today we're going to be taking a look at the Aspire Speeder. So like always, no bullshit, we're going to jump right in to the facts, starting with an unboxing and show you guys every single thing you get when you buy this from new.
I just assumed I'd play the part of keeping you in the right direction. No matter how your confidence may fall, I'll be here as your foundation. And I say, hey, yo, just let it go. Your struggles won't remain. And I say, hey, yo, we're holding hope and wake up yesterday. So hold on to me.
So guys, here is the mod. We're going to start the review at the top and work our way down. Starting at the top, we have a spring-loaded, gold-plated 510 connection. We also have this metal ring, which protrudes ever so slightly, and that does create a gap between the tank and the mod, so it doesn't scratch the top. And that gap is hardly noticeable. Seriously guys, you won't notice it at all. Moving down, we have the screen. I'll go through this and the functions a bit later on. We also have the up and down button, and this whole panel is a fingerprint magnet. I'm not a massive fan of the up and down button because it doesn't protrude enough for my liking. Moving down, we also have the upgrading port and charging port. The charging port I do recommend you use because it has loads of features when charging the battery, so you can see a lot of information. I'll show you that a bit later on. Now moving down, we have the battery door that has some holes for battery venting. So just push this down, pull it up, and as you can see, it's labelled which way round the batteries go. And also, I really do like this hinge. It feels very sturdy, very well made, and probably the best hinge I've ever found on a mod. And when you put batteries in there, it doesn't move around at all. So we also have the firing button, or firing bar I should say, that has the Aspire logo, and it doesn't fire at the bottom, it only fires at the top. Nice and clicky, and that's pretty much the mod. Also on the back of the mod there is a QR code. If you scan this, it brings you to the Aspire guidance website, and on this website it will show you basically information on upgrading the firmware, some guidance videos, some Q&As, some reviews, and also just in general the manual. And now guys, the screen and the functions. To turn this on is simply 5 clicks to the fire bar, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It will turn on immediately. To access the menu, all you want to do is press the up button and the fire bar at the same time. And as you can see, we're all selected on wattage. If we press side, we've got voltage, then we've got bypass, then we've got CPS, then we've got temperature controlled. To access the different types of wire, simply press the fire bar, and then you can select what wire you want. So you've got nickel, titanium, or stainless steel. If you press the fire bar again, it'll say new atomizer, let's just say no. And once again, we'll quickly go back in there. So up and fire at the same time. Scroll to the side, we've got TCR mode, and we're back to wattage. And there we go. You also can lock the up and down button, so all you want to do is press down and the fire bar at the same time. And as you can see, this little symbol is now locked. If we press it again, it's unlocked, back again, it's locked, and we can't adjust this, but we can still fire if we wanted to. So let's quickly unlock that. You also can lock the whole mod, so you can't fire or adjust, and that's simply 5 clicks. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's now locked, and to turn it off, all you want to do is press and hold the fire bar, and it's off. And now guys, vape time. I'm going to be vaping on the Coil Master RDTA tank. This is a brand new tank. A full review will be coming soon. It's got a dual build in it that reads at 0.14 ohms. I've got it at 80 watts and the airflow is about halfway. Let's give this guy a vape and see what happens. Okay, so ramp up time is about medium, about average. So when I compare it to some SMOK ones, especially the newer ones, the ramp up time seems to be like that now, which I really do enjoy. With this, it seems a little bit slower. Not that it's bad, it's much more of a smoother vape, of course, depending on what tank you have. But with this one, the pairing is really good. I love the flavor from this guy. It's a bit airy. It's a bit too airy, and that's why I have it halfway, and even then it's a bit turbulent, but it's still quite a nice vaping experience, and I think this combo is fantastic. And now guys, cost and the sponsor. The sponsor of this video was Aspire themselves, so massive thank you to them guys. If you want to check out their website for more information on this or their other products, there'll be a link down below. And as a side note, they also offer wholesale on all the Aspire range. I personally use them for my website, which will also be linked down below. And finally guys, pros, cons, my final thoughts. We're going to start with some cons. The first one is with the screen and the backlight. The backlight seems to bleed through a tiny little bit, so you can see the numbers displayed, but you also can see a faint light from behind the screen coming through a little bit, so it makes it a little bit hazy looking, not as high definition as other screens. Basically a small little thing, you can still see and read the screen super easily, so it's a small little thing that I wanted to mention, that it bleeds through some light and it makes it look kind of odd. The next negative is it's super comfortable to hold, but it's much more comfortable and easier to use when you're firing it with your fingers, so when you're firing it like this, and for you right-handed people, absolutely fine, but as soon as you move it to the left hand, you can't see the screen. So a small little con for left-handed people, but it has to be mentioned. And the last con is very subjective, but to me this is a little bit plain and it's a little bit boring. Some people might disagree with that, and if you do, please comment down below. I'll love to hear your opinion, but for me it's just a little bit plain. And now for the pros. The first one is the ergonomics. It fits in my hand super well. It feels really comfortable. Maybe if you had bigger hands it might not be as comfortable, but for me it's absolutely perfect. I would even say this is the most comfortable dual battery mod on the market right now. Absolutely love it for how it feels in the hand. The next pro is it's so easy to use. All its functions are super easy. I didn't even need to use the manual. I just worked them all out on my own in literally like a minute. So super easy for you beginners out there. You'll love this mod. So the last pro is charging your batteries through the mod. I'll put on a video right now so you can see when you're charging this mod, it will have two indications of both the batteries and what voltage levels they're at. I think this is super awesome, and I really do trust charging my batteries through the mod. Sometimes I even prefer it because it offers more information than my standard chargers. And that guys is the review. Thank you so much for watching. If there's any updates, I'll update you all down below. If you haven't subscribed yet, please do like and share this video, and I'll see you guys next time.